Alright guys, and welcome to an F1 2015 British Grand Prix review. Sorry for the inconsistent uploads over the past few weeks. There has been no ideas in my head for videos, but yeah, let's get into the video. And if you don't know already, Lewis Hamilton takes out the win for the British Grand Prix of his teammate Nico Rosberg and third place Sebastian Vettel. So let's start at the start where, you know, most people were shocked what happened at the start. The two Williams, both Mercedes, going into turn 1, but Lewis Hamilton would soon get back past Valtteri Bottas at turn 4. I think Mercedes was a bad start because I think they had, like, you know, wheel spin or both of them bogged down off the start. But yeah, Rosberg got planted back, just got stuck back and forth, but Hamilton got back up to second and tried to pursue Felipe Massa until the first lap crash that happened behind them, where two Lotuses and the two McLarens crashed, and this forced Maldonado, Grosjean and Jenson Button to retire at his home Grand Prix. But Alonso did manage to continue, luckily for him. Anyway, that brought out the safety car, and then you know, after the safety car, Lewis Hamilton got a fantastic run on Felipe Massa coming into club section. But Lewis Hamilton locks up, goes wide, and that allows Valtteri Bottas to get through on the Mercedes driver. And then during the restart, Max Verstappen coming around Abbey, lost control of his car, span it into the gravel, and that was the end of his race. And you know, a bit of a shame for Max Verstappen, as you know, the car looked good around there this weekend, as he was saying in an interview at the end of the race. But then, you know, the race stated it is Bottas was definitely hunting down Massa. It was definitely close between them. Yeah, it was really close between the two Williams drivers. As Bottas was saying on the radio, can Massa let me pass, or can I get past Massa? But first of all, the Williams team said no, just try and leave the Mercedes, you and Massa. Then Bottas kept complaining, and then eventually the Williams said try and get past Massa, then make it clean. But then all of a sudden he couldn't get past Massa, and yeah, Hamilton and Rosberg just stayed stationary behind as Nico Hülkenberg made his way up to 5th place behind. Soon then Daniel Ricciardo, you get a message saying he's having a loss of power, and yeah, that was a really shame for Daniel Ricciardo because he looked really good this weekend in the Red Bull, which looked fantastic around Silverstone, obviously with the downforce. But yeah, excuse me. Yeah, Lewis Hamilton was the first of the front runners to pit for a fresh set of tyres, and it paid dividends as he took the lead after all of the cars ahead of him pitted. Which, you know, Lewis Hamilton, like he's even said after the race, that was probably the most perfect call I could have made. Which, you know, all of us thought, you know, that's brilliant call by Lewis Hamilton to come in early and yeah, get the jump on all the guys, which then extended out to a 6-second lead. Yeah, ahead of Massa. But soon then, the friggin', sorry about my language by the way, trying to think what I say, but yeah, soon then, I think it was someone retired out on circuit at the last corner, which looked quite dangerous. That's brought out the virtual safety car. If you don't know what this is, it's basically where they just slow down to a certain pace all the cars, and like basically their own safety car. They're their own safety car, and like have to keep the gaps to the car ahead and behind. So yeah, Hamilton kept his 6-second lead, which was good for the British fans, as I am a Hamilton fan, if you don't know already anyway. So yeah, and then soon later the rain was a threat, and it did rain. But like everyone, everyone was like holding their positions. But then, as the rain was coming down, the top of the circuit would cut cops. They all started to get really wet, and the drivers were struggling around there. And it was really weird for the drivers and the team to sort out like what tyres would they go on. And yeah, it was like some drivers pitted, but some drivers never, but I'll get on to that in a minute. Vettel wasn't having a good race until he made a good call. He was down in 9th at one point, which wasn't good for Vettel, as you know, he's in a Ferrari. Like, arguably the second fastest car this year, just ahead of the Williams, which showed great pace today. Yeah, so let's get to the pit stops then, see what happened. Through the pit stops, going on to the wet tyres. Raikkonen and like 2 other cars pitted first. I think it was Ericsson and Murray? I don't even know. And well, Raikkonen and Ericsson pitted, I know that. I think that was another car. Yeah, they made a bottle job of it. So then Raikkonen and Ericsson were just going around on really slow tyres. They weren't doing like 7 seconds a lap, slower laps, until it actually did effectively start raining properly, and Lewis Hamilton again made a really good call and came into the pits to get on a fresh set of inters, and then jumped. Rosberg was closing in like 2 seconds a lap before Hamilton came into the pits, and then opened out a 10-second lead. Yeah, I'll go for the Hamilton one. Vettel jumped the 2 Williams, and that was really good for Vettel. So Hamilton. Also, another thing that I forgot to point out, that Will Stevens did actually lose his front wing. Poor Will Stevens, who was actually running in 12th. Then unfortunately he couldn't keep it together, lost the back end, and she went straight into the wall. Sadly for him. I'm going to go through points of the top. Well, I'm going to go through like the standings a little bit. And so yeah, Hamilton leads the way. Then it's Nico Rosberg, Sebastian Vettel. Hamilton did extend his lead to 17 points, so that was good. Then I think it is Bottas, then Massa, and yeah, the finishing positions: Hamilton first, Rosberg second, Vettel third, 4th was Massa, 5th Bottas, and yeah, there you go. Goodbye, and I will see you guys next time. See you later. Like and subscribe.